Hello everybody, bienvenido a todo. Welcome to my channel with me, Vabrut, and the channel is called Vabrut. And we are in Train Sim 1.5, but I just want to um, show a mod first that I'm going to be using because it's pretty extensive and lots of people worked on it. So like it's fair play to show those who did. I'm going to be in West Coast Main Line and I'm going to be doing a service, a Pendolino service from London to somewhere. London to Milton Keynes, basically. But I think the ultimate destination is Manchester Piccadilly. But I am using a mod that was just released this week. I did mention it in my last video. It's like a big mod. That was a sort of enhancement pack. So this is the enhancement pack, which is the West Coast Mainline London Euston Milton Keynes enhancement pack, and it's already been downloaded 1,921 times, and many people seem to have worked on it. So yeah, I'd say that's 8 people, yeah. And well, I mean, this is the website Trainsim Community. You can find all this stuff for yourself, but they've changed things, like they've added network rail branding, and of course I already had mods that did all the branding for the stations and the trains, but that's included in this now. They've done lots more lighting so that it's better to drive at night. I think they've added things like a train wash, and they've done some retextured stuff to make it look nicer. Um, and then there's some, yeah, they've included a HST measurement train, which is like, I think it's a bright, it's a bright yellow HST that Network Rail use. It's quite famous, and they put a few services for that there. And also there's the Avanti West Coast Class 805, which is basically the Class 801 that they've just retextured. But I think they've made the interiors match the colors and everything. Well, yes, there's new interior textures. Now I've also installed a bunch of these additional requirements. So I already had the content ballast enhancement pack installed, which I'd forgotten about, and um, and then I don't usually install sound mods, but I thought, well, why not, for this one, um, just to like get the full experience and see what it's like. And then also on this, there's also, so as you can see, there's also the West Coast Mainline timetable. So this is a fully built timetable, created by one person, interestingly. So that's a pretty amazing, actually, because the timetable work is pretty difficult. Um, and Oh, but yeah, they worked with other people for testing, which makes sense because like you can't get a perfect idea of what it's all going to be like, without like a few different people testing it on their machines. Um, and so yeah, they've got more. There's more Pendolino services. There's more Class 350 services. There's 12 car services. Um, they've got the five car Class 710s in there. There are some more Bakerloo line services. I, Based on what I've driven so far, you just don't notice them because you pass that section so quickly. So maybe if you do, but if you're on the overground, it's a little bit better. You'll notice more. And the Class 805s and the Class 377s, and some of them are the 5 car trains, I think. And yeah. Oh, pardon. But yeah, so that's that. And so I'll close that and we'll go to fade to black, and then I will I'll open the game and we can get into Trains World. Right, so we are going to do, well, we'll see what comes up on screen. I've forgotten already. I think it's like a 751 service from London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly. So yes, we shall see. Oh, there we go. Get started. I think I've got heavy clouds in, so it looks beautiful. Yep, 751 Manchester or 753. Need to turn everything on. Dun, dun, dun. To turn the lights on. Yeah. Lights, not tilt. Oof. Already this is annoying me. Right. Daylight. Day running. And I shall turn on my AWS. Oh no, that's not AWS. Where's my AWS? Oh, and I need to turn it up on this button here. That's it. Because I keep forgetting to do that, I've realised. Oh, and I need to unlock the doors. Now, there is an issue with this mod, which means that you do kind of have to open the doors twice. Also, I've noticed. So yeah, you can see like that wasn't there before, but they've added in that branding. And oh, and there's an 805 parked up. Lovely, lovely. Look, there we go. And yeah, there's nice pendolinos in there. And yeah, here we are. Yeah. So and there's a pendolino over there, and oh, and there's a little 350 parked in there. All lovely stuff. What else do I need to be aware? Do I need to do anything? I'm going to turn on that notepad light just in case I stop in a tunnel or something. Oh, and I should de-do the brakes. Oh, I'm going to close the door. I guess it's telling me that because I haven't turned on DSD or the other one. Do I want to? Oh, let's go for it then, eh? Oh no. That's the one I wanted to turn on. Okay, right, so reopen the doors and now I lock them again. And then we can go. And we shall saunter off to, straight to Milton Keynes. I wondered if we were going to stop at Watford, but we are not. So we are carrying on. Oof. Oof. I am drinking and driving a train. Oh look, and here we have a nice network rail sign for London Euston. Lovely stuff. Oh look, and here's a diorama of a couple of people on the platform. Nice. You do actually I did see when I was driving the service today there was some people like standing on on like a signal gantry. Not one that was above this station, but it was like next to maybe Watford? Can't remember where I stopped. So yeah, we will say goodbye to Euston. And there's already a bit more AI trains in there, yeah, so like feels a bit more lively. And you can see Beetham Tower, Shard. I think those are already in the base game though. But you know, might as well talk about it. Boop, 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 boop. Slow down because we're about to go down a hill. Go. Actually, as we're passing under the track, I think I shall let the train go, and I shall follow it up from here. Is that a 12-car train? No, it's an 8-car train. Oh, look. And here it comes out the other side. Ooh, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And that, I think, is the site of Primrose Hill. No, it's not. It can't be, because Primrose Hill was a through station. It must be further on. Right. I will put us into 3. Power Mountain Mode 3, because we're going uphill. Beautiful weather. Beautiful morning for a trip to Manchester. So yeah, I think the big news this week actually was the MBTA got cancelled. Not cancelled. Delayed by 2 weeks. Because it was originally supposed to come out on the Thursday, I think, and they were going to do a preview on the Monday, and then they said that no, they were, and then maybe it was after my last video, which I think was last weekend, and they said no, they're going to delay it for 2 weeks, so it's not coming out till the 12th of November, and I think that oh no, because yeah, it was originally supposed to come out next Tuesday? Next Tuesday, and the preview was supposed to be yesterday on that Thursday, and then they cancelled the preview. Oh no, the preview was supposed to be this Tuesday, wasn't it? Yeah, 22nd. And so they cancelled the preview, and they said that it will be on the 5th of November, and then the actual route will be released on the 12th, a week later. No big deal. I can't wait. It's like a nice route that I'm looking forward to, because I do like American commuter routes that aren't in Los Angeles. But yeah, next 2 weeks, if it means it's a nicer or more complete route when they do it, when it releases, that's great. But it does also now seem that the other West Coast mainline route is now imminent, because the preview article for that just came out, and they usually come out 3 to 4 weeks before the route is going to release. So I would expect that as soon as MBTA releases, a week later there's going to be a preview stream for that, and then a week after that it'll release, or something like that. So yeah, I think it must be like maybe a month away. And that looks pretty amazing. Those 87s look fantastic. And it's the longest British route as well. Impressive for a third party. Okay, up to 4 now. Up to 4. And we'll say hello, Alexandra. Alexandra Road. Oh, you know, you can hear the new sounds. I'll be honest. Fair play to them. It's got like a whistle. Ooh, look at that! Triple trains! Ooh, quadruple trains! See if we see a Bakerloo line train as well. Right, so we got a 105 coming up. Is that what that is? Yeah. That's Queen's Park. So yeah, from here we might start seeing some Bakerloo line trains. Oop. Drop the speed down a little bit. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Gotta be a bit of Serrano. Oh, there's a Bakerloo line train coming through the tunnel. There it is! Bakerloo line. Boop, boop, boop. Help! Oh, I've crashed through the Staffordshire blue brick wall. Is it, or is it just dirty London and stock brick? Oh, there's another Bakerloo line train. Oh, see, already, actually. We're setting the world on fire. There's a nice overground train. A couple of 4-car trains. Okay, and there's people all around. Yeah, so I think that's the modded horn. It sounds like a recording to me, that one does. I'm sure it sounds more accurate, but it also does sound more like a recording than the one. But it's fine, because the sounds overall are good. But yeah, this is what you don't get if you play this on console. You don't get the mod packs. I mean, not every route gets an enhancement pack. Most of the British routes do. And some of them it's just like scenery and bits and bobs, like the Brighton mainline one, because the timetable is really good on that one. It's just a little bit of that. The Midland mainline enhancement pack, I think again it was just some branding and some sort of adding in textures. And oh look, we got the Eurovision livery. Whey! It's a special livery they did for when the Eurovision was in Liverpool. Oh, look at it. Gorgeous. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. Okay, can I get up to 125 then? We'll see. Oh, another 350. So many. Well, they sound lovely, actually. And there's a smoke. Oh, it's snowing. It's starting to snow. Oh, look, Bakerloo line train. Oh no, I've got to put the window wipers on. Don't like that. Look, there's the signal man. Climbing on the signal. That reckless he is. Fixing it, I guess. Looks like he's got like a kind of WD-40 and he's just like, oh. Boop, boop, boop. I'm going a bit fast. Slow down. Same time. 4 and then speed set. Speed set. There we go. Don't have to worry about speed for the moment, but I need to keep an eye on the actual speed limits. I can't remember if I set this as November, so it could actually properly snow. I was hoping it would just stay like this, nice and hazy. Oh look, and there's a Bakerloo line train. Oh yeah, we are seeing Bakerloo. Oh look, an overground train together. Oh, see that bit? That is actually quite nice. There's a lot more Bakerloo and overgroundy bits. So yeah, credit where it's due. Yep, the overground and I mean, well, the whole timetable is more alive. I can say that if you come from the other direction, you do pass lots of Pendolinos as well. I mean, and I'm assuming we're going to pass lots on this way too. Hello, Pendolino. No, that horn is growing on me. It's probably that they haven't changed the horn. I'm just convincing myself it's different, but. That's a 5-car train. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a mod. Mod. It's snowing. Oh, I need to stop braking for that. 110. Put a bit of sand on. And then I might keep us at maybe 115 for because it's snowing heavily. And I want to be a conscientious driver. As people on Reddit say when someone is talking about speed, it's like, it's a limit, not a target. And if you're driving defensively, you'll take it into account the weather. But my brakes are going to be softer. 110. There we go. Ooh, that looks like a 12 car, doesn't it? No, it's not. I keep thinking they're all 12 cars and they're not. Noticing those yellows. I hope they're not real. Usually when you go past the next green, it'll change the next ones to green. Ah, there we go. Ah. There's some 710s parked up, ready to go back into London. Should we check, is there a class 377 hanging out? No. No, just this 350. which is a 12 car. It actually is a 12 car. Aha! See, 1 pantograph, 2 pantographs, 3 pantographs. Right, I need to load to get back to the train now. I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to go at full speed, even in this weather. I don't know, I'm not a driver. How would I know? Just keeping my mouse from going to sleep. And me. It's been a long week. So yeah, is there any other TSW news? Shap Peak. It's like, yeah, seems to be coming soon. It looks great. Class 87s look amazing. All the diesel stock looks brilliant. Those Mark 3s are like, oh, it got me itching. It's got a really nice sort of mix of, because it's got the Class 101s and I think the Pacers are in there as well. There's like, you've got like the fast sort of mainline services, but then there's a branch line to Morecambe. And like I said, it's like the biggest British route. It will be the longest British route, 100 miles I think. So that's pretty impressive. And the 87 is like an old school tap changer, like the some of those older German locos that are in the game. So that's going to be interesting. Okay, I'm going to take this off slightly. I'm going to allow myself to inch up to 100 and... I'll do 120. Making myself 5 mile an hour less. No, I shouldn't. I'm going to stop at 115. Now that I think about it. Just thinking ahead to when we get to Milton Keynes, and I'm going to be faffing about with the brakes. And I'll probably get wheel slip. The MBTA delayed. Anything else? No. No, still enjoying TSW5. I'll be honest. I think it's quite a nice game, and it's nice that the mods are there. Obviously, I mean, people on console are probably like, "Well, we don't have the mods. What about us?" Like, well, you just have to get used to not having the mods. I mean, it is nice to be on the line and it be much busier than it is in the non-mod timetable, but I don't think the unmodded timetable on a PS5 would be that bad if it's the same as what it was on PC. It's like not as busy as it could be, but it's not exactly dead. Just could be more busy like this, but then it might not work on consoles. That's the thing. It's probably a balance to be struck. Very dark outside. I do like the effect of these little lights. I don't know whether this seems to be the only route they have them on. I'm guessing it's a very specific thing to the West Coast main line that's about being able to see the switches, maybe? It's the only reason I can think the lights are at these locations. They're always next to points, so but I'm pretty sure they don't have anything like that on the East Coast main line. Not in the game, at least, and nobody added them in an enhancement pack, I don't think. So maybe it is something just very specific to the West Coast main line. But they look cool, especially when you drive past at night. I did try doing a night journey, and it is true there's more sources of light. I didn't really have a problem with the night lighting on this route that much, to be honest. I mean, London was obviously darker than it would be in real life, but I don't mind too much it being dark. when I drive routes. It's not the be all and end all. Ooh, look at that. Fast. He's not doing 115. But then I don't have to press anything now for the whole route until we get to Milton Keynes. It's like when I put the radar cruise control on in my car, and I'm just like, I don't have to do anything. Just drive halfway across Spain without touching it, with just holding the wheel. That's all I need to do. And even then, it's got like a lane thing, so. But you can't get more lane controlled than actual steel railway tracks. Yes, it's going to be an expensive few months in the run-up to Christmas, but I've saved up some days off. So actually, because obviously there's MBTA coming out, and then there's which in case you don't know is Boston to Worcester. It's a New England route, and MBTA is the Massachusetts Boston Transport Authority. I don't know what the B stands for. And then there's Shat Peak, but there's also Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 coming out, which looks fantastic. So those three alone are going to keep me going till Christmas. But then there'll also be this, like, City Skylines seem to have got some patch fixes, so I might go back into that. Depending on how all of this works, I may upgrade my graphics card. We'll see. We'll see. That's a maybe. I've got like a 12GB 3060 at the moment, and it's fine. Really, it would only be worth upgrading to something like a 4070 16GB maybe. Maybe if there's something really cheap. We'll see. I guess maybe there'll be like a Black Friday thing or something before Christmas. I'll just see if there's anything. But at the moment they're about €850, and that's a bit much. So yeah, we'll see. I just wish the Great Western Main Line remaster would come. I wish they hadn't told us about it, because it's all like, every time I'm playing this I'm like, oh, this is what the remaster on Great Western will be like. Good lighting, trains galore, it's gonna be amazing. I mean, you can see here, like, even in the actual realistic timetable, there aren't that much. There's still stretches where there's not much happening. Also, I don't think this timetable has any freight in it. I don't know if that's because there isn't any in real life on the West Coast Main Line, or because they haven't got round to it. I didn't read the notes, like, strictly enough to be sure. But I would assume that probably they do have plans to get the Class 66 in here, or they're waiting for the 87 on Shat Peak to become available, and they'll make a Freightliner version. There did used to be Freightliner versions. I think they're all gone now, long gone. But it wouldn't be unusual to have electric freight on the line. I think there's a push to try and use electric freight where possible, and I think there's even a new like tri-mode loco that's just come out that's like diesel, electric, and something else. It's probably just bi-mode, but something was telling me like, oh, it's something like, is it battery powered as well? Because it's all like cars nowadays. Every form of like technology except planes is going through that stage of like, well, like trains have obviously been electric for a long time, but if they run anywhere that doesn't have overhead wires or a third rail, then they have to use diesel engines. But unless there's a way to use batteries, and I think there's a few trials going on to use batteries. I think there's a few hydrogen fuel cell attempts as well. Oh, we'll see. Those haven't really taken off in cars yet. They might never. Mind you, I mean, I'm still surprised electric is taking off. It doesn't need to be taken off rapidly, but it is like starting to become a sizable minority of cars sold. It's not because I don't like electric cars, it's literally just because they don't seem to be designed, they seem to be like designed very much for like, if anything breaks, you will have to go to an official mechanic. The batteries are like entombed in the chassis, so if something breaks, if the battery starts dying, it's very difficult to replace them, and are very expensive to do so. So they represent modernity and being very cool and environmentally friendly, but as a long-term investment, I don't know. I don't know. We shall see. This technology is always advancing, so maybe there'll be an easy way to replace all the batteries of these sort of early gen electric cars. I'll wait with my internal combustion engine for now. And then I might upgrade to like a plug-in hybrid, and then take the plunge on a fully electric car. We'll see. They do like the fully electric little rent-a-cars around Madrid, which I do use. But they're just like little Dacia Spring, yeah. And they are they're already terrible range. They can't be making any money for them because most of the time they're just not being used, and they're all horrifically damaged as well. There's a 12 car. Ooh. I do have a really vague hope that we get a Voyager one day. I hope someone's working on a Voyager. That would complete this route. We had a Voyager. Oh, you know what we can do with the Class 87 as well? You can repaint the Mark IIIs and make them into sleeper carriages, and then do the night sleeper train from Euston to Inverness. Or John O'Groats. Is it John O'Groats? Maybe John O'Groats. No, I think it's probably a city. I mean, there'll only be like one a day, or maybe two. I guess there's one that comes back in the mornings. But that might be interesting. Be cool. And of course, because this is a British route and people love like classic things, somebody might make a timetable that's like Virgin. Oh, actually, no, you wouldn't be able to. No, unfortunately, because we haven't got a driving van trailer for the Mark IIIs. If you did sort of old Virgin Trains local hauled sets, they wouldn't be able to get back out of Euston once they arrived, because there'd be no, or you'd need like diesel trains to pull off the coast. It would be a fat. I don't think anyone's going to do that. But hopefully we get a Mark III driving van trailer. That would be absolutely amazing. That must be next on the list. I'll be so happy if so. All I want is a... Oh, look at that. All I want is a Mark III driving van trailer and I'll be happy. But I'll settle for the Mark III carriages and Chat Peak for now. We still have 5 miles left, okay. Is that the next station Bletchley or Leighton Buzzard? That's Bletchley. Bletchley. So at Bletchley I will release... I shall release my accelerator and I shall begin braking so I can slowly come down to a smooth stop. Because I don't want to be like screeching all the way as the ice on the tracks starts slipping everything down. What a winter wonderland day. Okay, this is Bletchley, so I'll power off. And when I'm on the other side of the station, I'll start powering down Bletchley. I mean, in real life, actually, this rail link that is the rail link that comes over this bridge at the end of the station here. This has just opened or just started testing, like with real locos, and it is being run by Chiltern. But I did also see some Great Western IETs, 801s, I think, or 800s, on there as well. But they might have just been testing. But yeah, it looks like it'll be operated by Chiltern, and they will run between Oxford and Milton Keynes. And that's basically like phase 1. The next bit will be to take it over to Cambridge. Okay, I'm gonna put it on 2. Bit of sand. Bit of sand. Because I don't want to go to 3 until I'm slow. Otherwise I'll start getting the screeches. But yeah, I believe they do, that DCG do actually have the Chiltern license. So let's see what they're thinking doing with that. Do they want a Chiltern line DLC? We'll see. They have got it in Train Sim Classic, I think. I think it's the whole thing as well. I doubt we'd get the whole thing for Train Sim World. It's a bit too long. And they've only. Oh well, actually no, they've got the class. They've got the class 170, haven't they? I think Chiltern used a version of that. And they had the 166. Oh god, what did I do? Did I trigger the emergency brake? And so I'm just screeching along now. Maybe it was a TPWS, wasn't it? I am. Look, I'm just sliding along. Oh no, I put it into reverse. That's why. That's a me fault. Is my back end on the platform? No, then I will move forward. I still have a bit of time. Ooh, that is nice. That whir up. So props to the person who put the sound in for this. Oh look and see, we've got real, actual, like, I don't know, advertisements for Frozen musical? Ugh. No, thank you. Okay, we're on the platform now. I will stop. There we go. I don't see any major changes around here, but probably maybe there's some more clutter or bits and bobs. See, they got these lights here as well. Dun 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 dun. Oof, let's see. But, well, yeah, while we're waiting for the countdown for the doors, yeah, that is basically the mod pack. Like, there's lots of different things, so I might I just go to the menu and show you after this, just as a thing to do. Okay, doors locked. Is that going to end this, or are you going to make me stay? Doors closed, yeah. Locked. Okay, right. Ooh, cool. Well, I'll leave it there, and I'll go return to Timetable, and we can have a look at the trains quickly, because there are a couple of unknowns on there that weren't in the original. Like I said, there's the banana train, the network rail measuring train, I think it's called. Yeah, so here we have the there it is, the HST network rail, which is there's two services. There's one where you bring it into London Euston, I think, between Milton Keynes and London Euston. Yeah, and there's one where you join London Euston to Milton Keynes. Yeah. Um, oh, that's nice. And then there's the just bits and pieces of the bits and bobs. So that's the Eurovision one. There's only one of them, but it can be used on pretty much any service. Oh no, it can't be. It can only be used on the ones that are actually specifically scheduled with it. Okay, interesting. Oh, and actually it's the same with these ones as well. There's only like 3 for this one. This one is like a really boring livery that just looks like it's sponsored by business. And then those are the 2 normal ones. And then you've got the 377, which is the 5-car, I think, version of the 377. Well, which is built on the in this game. I don't know about real life, but it's built on the back of the 387. 387. So you can see it has very different windows. This has like very flush, flat windows, whereas this has the sort of rounded edge ones from the 387. These are the details. And then of course you've got the 805, and there's actually quite a few servers you can do the 805. Yeah, look. It's not many, but it's like, a decent spread throughout the day. You can do one rush hour in the morning and the evening, or 2 in the evening, and then you got middays, basically, and then quite early. So yeah, basically, I think it's does it say how many services it is? There's 746 services, whereas the original has 690. So I mean, it's 56 services more. But bear in mind that this has got the mod has more variation. There's, I think, maybe some of the services are AI, so that's why there's more on the track that you don't see, like and yeah, there's the freight services there's 38 freight services that may come into the actual modded one eventually at some point, but they're not there at the moment. So yeah, it's lacking the freight services. But who knows when they'll come in, or if they will. We'll see. But yeah, that is basically it. That's basically this mod. I do recommend giving it a try. If you go to the Train Sim community website, there's usually some vague instructions on how to install them. You basically just have to download a file and install it into a folder on the in the game files that's called DLC. Um, and maybe you'll need to sort of unpackage. Oh, what do you call that? Unzip um, some of the larger expansion pack files. But there's also, if you go into, I think it's called like utilities, there's a mod manager which is actually really simple and makes it all very easy. You just need to set up the destination folder for the mods, which is the DLC folder, and then you can just use that to install everything. And then you can disable them because some mods might conflict or might cause you to lose some functionality in the scenario designer, or free roam. So you can just turn them off really easily from that like console. So yeah, I do recommend giving mod a try if you're on PC. And if you're on console, yes, it's a shame, but I don't think like the grand gist is so bad. Like you're not completely screwed over. This isn't a bad route. Like I was having plenty of fun before this timetable mod. Um, as you can see, like my demeanor between like playing the former timetable and playing this one, it's not like yeah, it's amazing. It's cool and it's great, and there's more variation in the stock, you see, and it is a bit more consistent, because I think a lot more of the services are sort of targeted around midday. I mean, or rush hour. I mean, so you have a bit of density, particularly around London. But yeah, don't get me wrong. As if like, oh my god, it's like a completely new route. It's the same but better, which is the same. It's like the motto of TSW. It's the same but a bit better, and it could always be a bit better. So, um, but I mean, I'm impressed with it, and I'll keep it installed and probably be using it as my that timetable as my basis for playing the game. But I still do like those classic C6 services. So, incidentally, I think like this is just the timetable thing. If I just go into here and play a route, it will have all the same enhancement pack upgrades to the route. It's just the timetable is the original one rather than the new one. I don't think the mods that we saw there are limited just to that using that timetable. That'll be the trains that are limited to it. And yeah, anything else? No, I think I can kind of leave it there. Maybe. Um, I think it's yeah, it's definitely worth checking out. And thanks to the people who made it. I think you're doing a really good job. Um, it's made the route more alive. Um, and yeah, sort of built on the back of it. I hope there's more to come. I hope there's some more, a bit of freight that could be added. I hope you can do a sleeper service for the 87 when that's in from Shat Peak. And I don't think there's any other British content coming up until the Alan Thompson Manchester Airport one, which won't have any new stock anyway. So, but maybe it'll have some new assets that you could use in the enhancement pack. We'll see. We'll see. This is all like could be months away yet. So for now, I'll be back to enjoying West Coast Mainline and Frankfurt Fulda. And I think my next video, just to give you a heads up, is probably going to be American. Just as a sort of like, well, MBTA didn't come, and it's not coming for another 2 weeks, so what can we do in the meantime? Oh, look, here we can play probably Boston Sprinter or New York Trenton, as they are in the area, basically. Should be Boston Sprinter, but we'll see. We'll see. I think New York Trenton is the more interesting route. Or I could do Long Island Railroad. I don't think I ever did a video for that. We'll see. Anyway, this is all this. I'm navigating now. It's Friday night, and I wish to continue my drink, and I have a chocolate bar I want to eat. So I will leave you there, and I'll say thank you for watching. And I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoy the video. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, night, weekend, year, blah blah blah. Hasta luego.